We're diving into something that's both inevitable and super intriguing: aging. Yep, we're all in this together, no matter how much we try to fight it or ignore it. But don't worry, this isn't going to be a gloomy discussion about getting older. Whether you're in your 20s and wondering what's ahead, or you're already noticing some changes, this video is for you. Let's uncover the amazing truth about the aging body together. First, please subscribe to Brain Blitz for more tips on your health. Alright, let's kick things off with something that starts happening sooner than most of us realize: muscle loss. Yep, you heard that right. Starting around the age of 30, our bodies begin to lose muscle mass. This is a natural process called sarcopenia, and while it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, it's just a fancy term for what happens when our muscles gradually shrink over time. The crazy part? We can lose anywhere from 3% to 5% of our muscle mass per decade after hitting 30. That might not seem like a lot at first, but trust me, it adds up. As we lose muscle, it's not just about looking less toned. This affects our strength, mobility, and even our metabolism. You might notice things you used to do with ease, like lifting groceries or taking the stairs, start to feel a bit more challenging. And let's be real, nobody wants to feel like they're losing their edge, right? But don't panic. This isn't a one-way ticket to the land of the weak and frail. There's actually a lot we can do to keep those muscles strong and functional. So, what's the secret to keeping your muscles in top shape as you age? 2 words: strength training. Whether it's lifting weights, doing bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats, or even resistance band workouts, incorporating strength training into your routine is key. Not only does it help slow down muscle loss, but it can also rebuild and strengthen the muscles you've already got. And don't worry, you don't need to spend hours in the gym. Just a couple of sessions a week can make a big difference. Plus, strength training has other awesome benefits, like boosting your metabolism and improving your bone density. So, get moving, challenge those muscles, and keep your body strong for years to come. Next up, let's talk about the brain, our most complex and fascinating organ. As much as we'd like to think our brains are invincible, the truth is that they do shrink a bit as we age. Yep, just like how we might lose some muscle mass, our brains also experience a reduction in volume over time. This shrinking process, known as brain atrophy, tends to start in our 30s or 40s and can lead to slower cognitive functions, memory lapses, and other signs of aging. But before you start freaking out, let me hit you with some good news. Your brain can still grow new cells even as it shrinks. This process is called neurogenesis, and it's pretty amazing. Unlike what scientists used to believe, we now know that the brain isn't a static organ that just deteriorates with age. Instead, it has the incredible ability to generate new neurons, especially in the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. So, while your brain might be getting a little smaller, it doesn't mean it's losing its ability to adapt, learn, or create new connections. In other words, your brain is still very much alive and kicking. Now, here's where things get really interesting. You can actually boost neurogenesis through certain activities. For instance, learning new skills, whether it's picking up a new language, playing a musical instrument, or even trying a challenging puzzle, can stimulate the growth of new brain cells. It's like a workout for your mind. Meditation is another powerful tool that's been shown to promote neurogenesis. Taking some time each day to focus, breathe, and clear your mind not only reduces stress but also encourages your brain to keep creating those new neurons. So, the next time you're feeling a little forgetful or sluggish, try giving your brain a little extra love by challenging it in new ways. It's never too late to grow, literally. Alright, let's talk about something we all notice as the years go by: our skin. Unfortunately, it's one of the first places we start to see the effects of aging. As we get older, our skin slowly loses 2 key components that keep it looking youthful: collagen and elastin. These proteins are like the building blocks of your skin, giving it structure and elasticity. Think of collagen as the scaffolding that keeps your skin firm, while elastin is what allows it to bounce back when stretched. But over time, our bodies produce less of these proteins, which means our skin starts to thin out and lose that youthful snap. This loss of collagen and elastin is why we start to see wrinkles, fine lines, and sagging skin, especially in areas that get a lot of sun exposure, like our faces, necks, and hands. And let's be honest, nobody's a big fan of these changes. But here's the thing, while you can't stop the clock, you can slow down the visible signs of aging and keep your skin looking healthy and vibrant for longer. So, what can you do to protect that precious skin of yours? The #1 rule in skincare, no matter your age, is to wear sunscreen. Seriously, if you do one thing for your skin, let it be this. UV rays from the sun are one of the biggest culprits behind premature aging, causing your skin to break down even faster. So, slather on that SPF every day, even if it's cloudy, and your future self will thank you. Another must-have in your skincare routine is a good moisturizer. As your skin gets thinner and less elastic, it also tends to get drier, which can make those wrinkles and fine lines more noticeable. Keeping your skin hydrated helps it stay plump and smooth, giving you that healthy glow we all crave. Look for moisturizers with ingredients like hyaluronic acid, which can hold a ton of moisture, or ceramides that help restore your skin's natural barrier. With a little bit of daily care, you can keep your skin looking and feeling its best, no matter what age you are. Let's move on to something that's crucial for keeping us upright and mobile, our bones. As much as we might not like to think about it, our bones lose density as we age. What does that mean, exactly? Well, bone density refers to how much mineral content, mainly calcium and phosphate, is packed into our bones, giving them their strength. When we're young, our bones are dense and strong, but starting around the age of 30, we slowly begin to lose bone mass. It's a gradual process, but by the time we hit our 50s or 60s, it can really start to make a difference. This reduction in bone density makes our bones more brittle and susceptible to fractures. It's one of the reasons why older adults are at a higher risk for breaks from falls. Something as simple as a trip or slip that might have been no big deal in your younger years can lead to a serious injury later in life. And conditions like osteoporosis, where bones become dangerously thin and weak, can make things even worse. But don't worry, just because bone loss is part of aging doesn't mean you're powerless to do anything about it. So, how do you keep your bones strong as you age? First off, let's talk diet. Your bones crave calcium and vitamin D, calcium for building and maintaining bone mass, and vitamin D to help your body absorb that calcium. Foods like dairy products, leafy greens, and fortified foods, think cereals and orange juice, are great sources of calcium. And don't forget about vitamin D, which you can get from sunlight, fatty fish, and supplements if needed. It's a dynamic duo that's essential for bone health. But diet isn't the whole story, exercise plays a huge role too. Specifically, weight-bearing exercises are your best friend when it comes to keeping bones strong. This includes activities like walking, jogging, dancing, or lifting weights. These types of exercises work against gravity, making your bones work harder and, in turn, helping to maintain or even increase their density. So, whether you're hitting the gym or just taking a brisk walk around the neighborhood, every little bit helps. Keeping your bones healthy now means staying active and independent later, so it's definitely worth the effort. Let's dive into something we all rely on every day, often without even thinking about it, our immune system. This incredible defense network is like your body's own personal army, constantly fighting off invaders like bacteria, viruses, and other nasty bugs that could make you sick. But here's the catch: as we age, this army starts to lose some of its power. The immune system just doesn't work as efficiently as it used to, which is why older adults are more susceptible to infections, the flu, and even conditions like pneumonia. So, what's happening behind the scenes? Well, part of it is that our body's production of immune cells slows down, and the ones we do have aren't as effective at recognizing and attacking invaders. This means that not only do we get sick more easily, but it can also take longer to recover. Plus, the immune system becomes less responsive to vaccines, which is why some vaccinations are less effective in older adults. It's like your immune system is a veteran soldier, still knowledgeable, but maybe not as quick on the draw as it once was. But don't worry, there's a lot you can do to give your immune system a fighting chance. First off, maintaining a healthy lifestyle is key. Proper nutrition plays a huge role. Think of your diet as the fuel your immune system needs to function at its best. Eating a variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins ensures you're getting all the vitamins and minerals your immune system needs, especially vitamin C, zinc, and antioxidants. Regular exercise is another biggie. It not only helps keep your body strong but also supports your immune function. You don't have to go overboard. A daily walk, some light strength training, or even yoga can do wonders. And let's not forget about sleep. Getting enough rest is crucial for your immune system to repair and regenerate. Finally, stay on top of your vaccinations. As we mentioned earlier, the immune system doesn't respond as well to vaccines as we age, which is why getting regular flu shots, pneumonia vaccines, and other recommended immunizations is super important. It's all about giving your immune system the tools it needs to keep you healthy and ready to take on whatever comes your way. So, take care of your body, and your immune system will take care of you. Now let's talk about something that's pretty much synonymous with getting older: gray hair. Whether you've already spotted a few silver strands or you're just curious about what's coming, this is a change that happens to all of us eventually. So, what's the deal with gray hair? It all comes down to melanin, the pigment that gives your hair its color. As we age, the cells in our hair follicles that produce melanin, called melanocytes, start to slow down and eventually stop working. Without melanin, your hair loses its color, and that's when those grays start to make their appearance. But that's not all. Your hair doesn't just change color, it can also start to thin out. As we get older, our hair follicles actually shrink, which means the hair that grows out is finer and more fragile. Combine that with a slower growth rate, and it's no wonder why our hair doesn't seem as full as it used to be. Thinning hair can be a bit of a blow to the confidence, but just like with everything else on this list, there are ways to manage it and even rock it. So, what can you do to keep your hair looking its best as it grays and thins? First off, let's talk volume. If you're dealing with thinning hair, consider a haircut that adds some lift and fullness. Layers can work wonders, giving your hair more body and movement. Also, using volumizing products like mousse or root lifting spray can help give your hair a little extra oomph. If you're up for it, blow-drying your hair with a round brush can also create the illusion of thicker hair. But hey, let's not forget that gray hair can be absolutely gorgeous. More and more people are choosing to embrace their natural gray, and with good reason. Silver and white hair can be striking and elegant, and there are tons of products out there designed to keep your gray looking shiny and healthy. Purple shampoos, for example, can help neutralize any yellow tones and keep your gray hair looking bright. And if you're feeling bold, why not play with color? There are plenty of semi-permanent dyes that can add a pop of fun to your gray strands without the commitment. At the end of the day, whether you decide to embrace your natural gray or find ways to keep your hair looking fuller, the key is to do what makes you feel confident and happy. After all, hair is just one part of who you are, and it can be a fantastic way to express your unique style at any age. Alright, let's wrap things up with a topic that's a bit of a buzzkill: your metabolism. We've all heard people say, "My metabolism just isn't what it used to be," and sadly, they're right. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, which is basically the rate at which your body burns calories for energy. This slowdown starts in your 20s and 30s and continues into your 40s, 50s, and beyond. And what does that mean? Well, it means that those extra slices of pizza or the late-night snacks that didn't seem to stick before might start to make their presence known around your waistline a bit more. So why does this happen? A big part of it is tied to the loss of muscle mass we talked about earlier. Muscle is more metabolically active than fat, which means it burns more calories even when you're just sitting around. As you lose muscle, your body doesn't need as many calories to keep things running, which means if you're still eating like you did in your 20s, those extra calories are more likely to get stored as fat. On top of that, changes in hormones, activity levels, and even the natural aging process itself all contribute to this metabolic slowdown. But don't worry, you're not doomed to gain weight. There are ways to keep your metabolism revved up. So, how do you fight back against that slowing metabolism? One great strategy is to focus on your diet. Instead of eating 3 large meals a day, try switching to smaller, more frequent meals. This can help keep your metabolism running more smoothly throughout the day. Think of it like stoking a fire. Adding smaller amounts of fuel more often keeps the fire burning steadily. And make sure those meals are balanced. Include plenty of lean protein, like chicken, fish, or tofu, since protein takes more energy for your body to digest and helps maintain muscle mass, which is key for keeping your metabolism up. But don't stop there. Regular physical activity is your best friend when it comes to boosting metabolism. Cardio exercises like walking, running, or cycling are great for burning calories, but don't forget about strength training. Remember, more muscle means a faster metabolism, so lifting weights or doing resistance exercises a couple of times a week can make a big difference. And hey, if you're not into hitting the gym, even activities like gardening, dancing, or playing with your kids can help keep your metabolism ticking. The key is to stay active and find something you enjoy, so it doesn't feel like a chore. So, yes, your metabolism might slow down as you age, but that doesn't mean you can't do anything about it. By paying attention to what you eat, how often you eat, and keeping your body moving, you can keep that metabolic fire burning bright and strong, no matter your age. If you found these insights helpful and want to learn more about how to live your best life at any age, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're not already part of the Brain Blitz community, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now for more content just like this. We're all about sharing tips, tricks, and science-backed information to keep you informed and inspired. And hey, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these facts surprised you the most, or if you have any tips of your own for staying healthy as you age. Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me today. Stay healthy, stay curious, and remember, aging is just another word for living. Before you go, be sure to check out my previous video on the top 10 teas to boost your health. Doctors don't know this, there are some real game changers in there that you won't want to miss. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.